the internet and a lot of people in my comments tell me that packing light equals freedom, but it actually just forces you to compromise your comfort, your productivity, and your downtime every single day you are abroad. So in my opinion, you should stop packing light and pack a desktop. You know that I'm traveling full-time. Right now I'm in Vietnam, by the way. And a lot of people in my comments are confused about what it actually means, full-time traveling. Maybe guys you didn't know, by going on a 2-week vacation is completely different from traveling full-time. If you're just going on vacation, you can pack light. You only need a few clothes and a phone because you're escaping from your normal life. But when you live on the road full-time, your tech bag isn't an accessory. It is your literal livelihood, your office and your home base. Optimizing for the light bag means you're actively choosing to lower your daily quality of life. We have been traveling with my wife full-time for about 3 years or maybe more already, and we're carrying with you 2 luggages and 2 carry-on baggages. That's approximately 30 kgs for one. And in my opinion, it's pretty enough to live a decent life. We don't have a home, we don't have a place to return or store our things. We have to bring everything together with us. By the way, you can drop me a DM on Instagram if you have questions about my traveling route or my tech setups. Link will be in the description. So the main difference from just simple vacation and full-time traveling that you need to have everything with you to maintain your comfort, your workflow, but without stuff you never use. Of course, if you're going somewhere for a week, having with you just laptop and the phone, it's probably enough. But if you have online business, if you have a lot of work to do, actually that's not enough. Before I started to travel, I had a PC setup on Windows with 2 27-inch displays, and I cannot imagine how we can live using only one single display. So I found the best solution for me, which works till this day. What people actually don't realize is that when you optimize entirely your lightweight backpack, you are optimizing for the 5% of the time you're spending walking at the airport or going to your destination, but 95% of the time you will be living in that destination. And how you will be spending this time? Is it worth packing light just for this 5% of the time? I don't think so. I have a MacBook Pro M1, for example, and I never use it. Why, you may ask? Just because it's simply not convenient for me. It has a small display, it's 13-inch, it has a cramped keyboard and the trackpad, which position weird and not comfortable to use for a long working session. For example, like me working like 7-8 hours per day, your back will say hi to you pretty soon. Some things people don't understand which are very crucial working remotely, such as posture. I don't know, guys, write down in comments, do you have posture problems sitting on a chair and working for a few hours? But I had. So MacBook Pro for me doesn't have any physical flexibility. You have to just get used to this position and that's it. And especially not every Airbnb apartments are so convenient to work in, because sometimes you have a bad Wi-Fi and you need an Ethernet cable. And to plug in the Ethernet cable to your laptop, you need a dongle, USB-C hub, for example. Is not convenient. Or maybe your workspace on your apartment is not convenient at all. That's all matters. If you have a desk which lower than you get used to it, your arms, shoulders, or back will start hurting pretty soon. And you cannot do anything with this because MacBook has fixed keyboard and trackpad. The only thing you can do is to move to the co-working space or to your bed and try to work there. But you understand, working in the bed is also bad for your posture. So instead of using MacBook Pro during my travels, I ditched it and I bought a Mac Mini M2. And in my opinion, that was one of the best decisions I ever made, because it turned out so convenient that I didn't even imagine. So what my setup is, I have a Arzopo display, 144 Hz. So yes, I have some kind of dynamic refresh rate for my Mac Mini. Also, I have an iPad, which I use as my secondary screen, and I use like a separate device. So I'm staying mobile. Yes, I can work at the cafe, airports, planes, or whatever I want. I'm using Magic Keyboard without Touch ID, and I'm using Magic Trackpad. And I think this setup is one of the best setup you can possibly achieve using this Mac Mini, because let me explain the benefits of this setup. First of all, separate accessories. So you can use accessories and position them like you want. You can use it on your lap, sitting on the floor, or wherever. You also can adjust your accessories to maintain your arms and shoulders relaxed. And in my opinion, this is much important than having a powerful laptop. The second coolest benefit for me is if something will broke during my travel, I can easily and most importantly change it, replace it. For example, what you're gonna do if your laptop, I don't know, MacBook or whatever, will crack the display. You cannot use it and you cannot change it, or it's gonna be super expensive for you. So you have to replace the entire laptop. As for me, I don't have to do this. If my Magic Keyboard broke, I can just easily buy a temporary keyboard for $5-10 and continue using my Mac Mini. The same goes with my display. So it's for me, this is a huge benefit of using separate accessories on the go. And most importantly, my entire setup cost much less than the top, especially now, MacBook Pro. So right now it costs $2,000 in US. In other countries it will be much more, like 2,200 or maybe something like that. Write down in the comments, by the way, prices of your home country. I'm pretty curious to see. Right now I'm in Vietnam and I don't know how much MacBooks cost here, but I guess almost 2,500. So by bringing Mac Mini setup with me, I have fans. I can overload my PC without sacrificing my performance. If I need mobility, I can use my iPad. And I think, in my opinion, just for me, I achieved the coolest goal to maintain my convenient working life. Also, Apple ecosystem is super powerful, especially how those things work. For example, I have a Mac Mini and I can instantly connect to my iPad, just simply dragging my mouse towards my iPad. Very easy, and you can use it like a secondary screen but on a different device. Or you can use a sidecar and use an iPad like your secondary screen, truly secondary screen, but wireless. You don't need HDMI or something like that, and it works perfectly without problems. Also, I connect my accessories directly to my iPad and use it like a laptop or something. And my display works for every single device I have. So I can connect it to my Mac Mini, I can connect it to my iPad, and most importantly, I forgot to say, I have a Steam Deck, which I also can connect to my display and play on the larger screen. So yeah, you understand, this thing is actually super beneficial. If you're traveling light and you don't bring anything with you, I mean full-time traveling, not on vacation, that's different. You will struggle if something will happen. I am prepared for every single situation. If the power outlet is wrong and has a different socket, I can use some adapters or cable extenders. If we have a blackout, I have this lovely chicken light, actually one of the most important devices I actually have. If I'm tired, I can experience AAA gaming using my Steam Deck. I can play in handheld mode, or I can connect it to my TV or display and have a larger screen, as I said. So I don't have to sacrifice every single thing of my life. I got myself covered probably for every situation. By the way, all links to my devices will be in description, so if you want to get something like I have, go to my description and find those links. If you're wondering how much weighs my backpack, it's simple, 7 kg. And what actually includes to my backpack? iPad, keyboard and trackpad, my display, my Steam Deck, which is heavy as hell, but it's worth getting it. In my opinion, it's much better than Nintendo Switch. Sorry, Nintendo boys. The organizer with a lot of cables, adapters and other small stuff I actually use. And all of it weighs probably under 7 kg, which is actually the top line of the airport customs. Let me tell you one thought. Stop letting internet trends dictate how you travel. If your bag is heavy, it means you brought your baseline of success, health, and comfort with you. If you're comfortable traveling light, you can travel in light. If you're comfortable traveling heavy, travel heavy. Don't listen to anybody. If you like this lifestyle, go ahead and do this. If you want to start traveling full-time, by the way, I gather a lot of my experience, Airbnb listings, and a lot of cool tools you can use during travel. All gather in my Patreon. Link will be in the description. Join and start traveling.